Hello, my name is Jess and I'm a writer. I had my first book published in 2025 and I also cultivated the habit of rereading. This PowerPoint will present the books I want to prioritise rereading. Okay, starting with my favourite 1920s authors, we have Vera by Elizabeth von Arnim and To the Lighthouse by Virginia Woolf. This story, Vera, is one that I think is criminally underrated. It is so suspense-filled and just has this creeping sense of dread that mounts and mounts and mounts. I don't want to say too much about it because I would recommend going in blind. And To the Lighthouse, I want to reread this because this was the very first Woolf book I ever read, the first kind of full novel of hers. And I have such a fond memory of reading it in my bedroom with sunlight on my face, and also reading it on the train on the way back to London and just feeling so engrossed and really just getting emotional at how beautiful her prose is. Next, we have the book series I want to reread, which is The Neapolitan Quartet by Elena Ferrante. Even if I don't get to all four of these, I definitely want to reread My Brilliant Friend and The Story of a New Name this year because these two were my favourites. Next, we have books that I want to reread to annotate. So I listened to on audiobook Lucy by Jamaica Kincaid and A Tale for the Time Being by Ruth Ozeki. And I was so impressed with the writing that I knew I wanted to buy a physical copy so that I could read again and make highlights, underline, tab, annotate, etc. As I've mentioned before, I love historical fiction, particularly historical fiction set in the Second World War, and these two books I gave 5 stars to when I read them. We have The Book Thief by Marcus Cusack and Life After Life by Kate Atkinson. I think I'm going to do a separate video about my favourite historical fiction because it is the genre that I read most from. So I won't say too much about these two, but yeah, I'm really excited to reread these. And then lastly, we have 2 books that are long overdue. We have Madame Bovary by Gustave Flaubert and Their Eyes Are Watching God by Zora Neale Hurston. These were 2 books that survived my university degree. I didn't keep a lot of the books I read on my degree because I knew I wasn't wanting to reread them, but these 2 I did because I enjoyed them very much at the time, and I thought I'm going to revisit these one day when I'm not having to study them for academia. This one especially, I am very, very excited to reread because I just remember the writing in this book was breathtaking. It has one of the best opening lines I've ever read. Even if you don't read this book, go and check out the opening line because it is stunning. I can't really remember. It's something about ships at a distance have every man's wish on board. That might be it. I don't want to butcher it. Thank you for your time. This is my website, www.jesswhatsauthor.com.